Welcome back to Scouse Farm. As you can see, this isn't my little mini farm. This one puts mine to shame, but we're in another part of Liverpool now, and just to show what can be done in a small space, this gentleman is growing all sorts of food, from tomatoes through to gooseberries and blackberries. Look at the amount of tomatoes there in containers. And again, for people who are scared about growing in containers, this shows you don't need to have a massive garden space with soil. Any container of a relative decent size can be filled with compost, some secure stakes, and then through the season you'll get a great harvest of tomatoes later on. And the gentleman himself, like me, has noticed a lot of late blooming this year due to the poor weather we've had so far, for one reason or another. So I'll just walk down onto the grassed area, disturb the pigeons. We've got a pear tree there in the corner, tied up, relative young pear, and the fruits are forming now. You can see, there we go. That'll be food in a few months. And then we've got some potatoes down in the corner there. We all know what they look like now because of mine. Blackberries, which I haven't got yet, but I will get hold of some. Oh sorry, blackcurrants, I've been corrected. And a lovely little flower garden there in the bottom. There's some hostas in the corner. We've got eryngium, the sea holly, just sending up the flower spikes now, and they'll be beautifully blue at some point in the next month. More tomatoes in containers, and then container onions, which are doing really well. And a random dog. Say hello, you're famous now. Yes. So just as a quick tour, you do not need a large amount of space to grow your own food. And imagine, especially for kids, growing and seeing the fruits of their labour when your strawberries start turning red and you can pick them and eat them. So unfortunately in the cities, most kids think fruit comes from a plastic bag on a supermarket shelf, but the life cycle of food is in itself a pleasure when you actually grow your own stuff. And if you don't like what you grow, because I don't like tomatoes but I love growing them, so I give them away, and that gives me just as much pleasure as to give free food away that you know is organic, it's not tainted with chemicals, and you know where it's come from, so you can verify that you've not been spraying weed killer or putting random synthetic fertilizers in your food. But this is an incredible garden that the gentleman's done. All the birds are very happy, as you can see. Nice white pigeon there on the roof. And I'll just show you now, past the moggy. Oh, have a little show. In the corner, we've got more tomatoes, a gorgeous cherry in a large container. Some of them are ripe now, ready to go. Strawberries again in the corner. We've got some blueberries down there. I can't get in, but you'll see. We've got blueberries in this area. Moving around to the last part. The lettuce, which I've just had a bite of, which is lovely, and he's bagged one up for me to take home. And we've got peas growing in a container, small container there, all neatly secured within and staked, so then peas will be pushing out a lot of pods at some point. You can see the flowers there. More lettuce there in the corner, just in a container, which is similar to a small strawberry container. And are they currants again? Yeah, and more currants there in that container. I've got the dog crawling up my leg here, so might shake a bit. And we know what mint looks like because I've showed you mine, but there's some mint in a pot there, and we've got other herbs in this little corner. Absolutely fantastic what he's done here in such a small space. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully this has inspired a few people out there to just give it a go, and you cannot fail with gardening. If you don't get a harvest, you've learned a lesson, and it becomes compost. Throw it in a compost heap, start again. Nothing goes to waste, and it's fun trying. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.